I ask about the arms embargo. Mr. President, can you explain why you believe it is important that the arms embargo is lifted? And Foreign Secretary, can you explain why the international community is so reluctant to do it?
Well, it's a very valid question. The reality is Al-Shabaab has been active in Somalia for the last 10 years. And the reason we are still looking forward to rebuild or to reorganize our army is because of lack of equipment and weapons. Al-Shabaab has AK-47 and the Somali National Forces has the same equipment, the same weapons. And that's why this war has been lingering for 10 years. And if we don't have more sophisticated and better weaponry, definitely this war will continue for another 10 years. That's why we would basically like to see the arms embargo to be lifted. And of course, that's why we need the international community to help us in rebuilding Somali National Army. And that's why we wanted to face the challenge of Al-Shabaab, because they are here in Somalia, they are in Somalia simply to destroy and deny the opportunity, the government to function. And that's not acceptable. Somalia needs, after 27 years, stable and peaceful country where the economic development grows and be part of the international community. So that's why we want to see the arms embargo to be lifted. But we are not asking now that arms embargo to be lifted today, but we are requiring to have a roadmap and milestone to see that maybe next year, maybe in 8 months, after we meet all the requirements, that arms embargo to be lifted.
Well, can I just say I agree very strongly with President Formaggio that this is not the time to lift the arms embargo, and that we shouldn't be thinking of doing it that way round. And the priority has got to be, as he rightly says, to get the Somali forces, to help the Somali forces to get to a condition working with the regional authorities where they are able to take on Al-Shabaab, and where AMISOM is finally able to discharge its obligations, which it has so heroically and bravely conducted over the last 10 years. And so that is what we are trying to achieve. And you ask about further commitments by HMG. You're absolutely right that there is on the humanitarian front, there is a shortfall of perhaps of 800 million, and we've urged all donors to step forward. But one of the things that we are prioritizing is that effort of helping to train the Somali military, to get them ready to coordinate their forces. And we've today announced a further £21 million from the UK government to that end.